Hi, this is Jacqueline here with the Grow Program. Thank you for growing with me on this beautiful Saturday morning, fam. It's gorgeous. Even though we're dealing with the snow, this too shall pass. It ain't nothing like what it was when I was a child. It was so much snow that I just remember feeling so claustrophobic. I remember feeling I need to get away from this. Everywhere I look is all this snow. It's just it was packed so high, feet up, and we still at school though. They didn't cancel school. Rarely, I don't even remember them canceling school. I just don't remember. I remember going to school and it was cold and it was ice and it was snow, and I remember walking to school and from school because I don't remember no school buses and wasn't no school buses, for certain children, but I didn't have no. It wasn't no school bus for me. It wasn't, and I'm not kidding. When I was in high school, when grade school, yeah, but high school, no. And I remember having to walk home in the snow, and it was cold, and so much. It don't snow like how it used to. It don't, and I'm glad. It was terrible to deal with back then. It really was. I just remember sitting. I remember when November came, and I started like feeling depressed because here come all this snow, and it's gonna last through till March. It ain't gonna go away till March, around springtime, and then that's if the groundhog didn't see his shadow. And I used to believe that, where the groundhog saw his shadow, so it's gonna be 6 more weeks of winter. I'm like, and then it was too. It seemed like all this snow just oh my gosh. Okay, so that's one of the reasons why I up and left. I went to Florida, and back in the 80s. I went to Florida and then California. I was ripping and running away from the snow. But I remember coming back and I was praying. And God said, this is where you need to be, right here. And even in 2017, when everybody was pulling me to come back to California, I went out there to visit, and I'm there at the ocean and the mountains, and and I'm just talking to the Lord and praying. I did not feel California was where I needed to be. I need to be back out here where the snow, So there you go. There you go. Every rose has its thorn. Every rose has its thorn. And I'm tired of being stuck. Those thorns hurt, you know. um, Turning my life over to God, walking with God each and every day. It's not just on Sunday. It's not just on Tuesday or Wednesday, and then one day I'm gonna give it a rest. It's every single day. Remember the Sabbath day and keep it holy. Well, what day is the Sabbath day? Every day. Keep each and every day holy to God. Why would you want to give one day to evil? Evil, don't give no time to evil, because evil already got enough time. It got enough people, and it counts them up for slaughter. Evil don't care about nobody. Even the devil worshippers don't care about them either. They going up for slaughter. Everybody that allows evil to use them. So I turn my life over to God, which God called me at a young age. And man ordained me, ordained by man but called by God. That's something. And and many are called by God, but few are chosen, because they haven't chosen God. I've lost friends on this journey, long-term friendships I've lost on this journey, um because I'm no longer of the world. I'm no longer a part of the world. I no longer do the things I used to do. Say I follow God, but I'm also follow the world. I follow God, but I'm also doing the things of the world. I'm being a part of the world. I got one foot in and one foot out. God don't need you like that. God don't need you lukewarm and pretending, and you in but you're out. You're out but you're in. That's not what God needs. And that's not why God calls us. God needs us each and every day, all day, every day, growing in God. Just do the best that you can. Be the best you that you can be in the eyes of God. Because what justification is there to do wrong in the eyes of God and run and go pray about it? Because God already knows anyway. The Spirit sees all. You can't hide nothing from God. You can't hide from God. You can't pretend. And I've lost a lot of friends. But I understand I got a friend, a friend, a friend, friend of mine and yours, a friend of mine and yours. And that's God, honey. God is our friend. And that's all right. I can lose these manly friends as long as I got the one friend, as long as I got the godly friend, as long as I got the holy friend, then I'm all right, because I'm going to keep on holding on to God, and God going to keep on holding on to me, and I'm going to rule the world in love. I ain't going to look back. Welcome to your life. There is no turning back. Life and life more abundantly. Even when you dream, God got you. So keep on holding on to your dreams. Keep us up dream. Don't worry about nothing. God got it. It's all right. It's all good in God. And watch this. As you hold on to God and grow in God, watch your dreams come true. Just watch. I know it's been a journey to grow. From a life of oppression to a journey to grow. Honey, my life was so depressing and oppressing that every time I turned around, something was happening, something was going on. What next? I used to say that. What's coming up? What's next? And sure enough, here comes something. Oh, it's like a I'm not kidding. Like a soap opera. The soap operas, they always got some tragedy going on, something bad. They just can't live in peace and harmony. It's just always some casualty, some tragedy. And then we holding on at what's gonna happen, what they gonna do, where they at. And we worrying and stressing about people who ain't even real. Watching soap operas. I used to be caught up in that. I used to love it, the daily drama, watching it, seeing what they're going to do, and what Paul say, and what John do, and what Jill say. All these people on the edge of tomorrow, one life to live. God is our guiding light. And as the world turns, we are all my children of God. And we're going to grow in God each and every day, because God is our God and light. We are all my children of God. Really, with one life to live on the edge of tomorrow, we are the young and restless. That's all right. But we're going to grow in God each and every day as the world turns. And these are the days of our lives. And they are. So what we got to do is do the best that's in front of you. You know what? I lost those friends, and that's okay. That's all right, because I'm on a journey. We on this highway of life, and you got exit ramps and on ramps. And I tell you about that. You got exit ramps and on ramps, and some people get on and some people get off, and some people get off your highway and they ain't meant to get back on your highway. Some people get on your highway and they'll cause a traffic jam. That's why around you got to make your space safe. You got to find happiness within you, and that's what I learned to do. I can't find happiness in my friends. I got to find happiness within me. And that's why each and every day, I just keep growing in God. And happiness is right here. And joy and peace, harmony. Don't you hear all that? Listen to all this joy, peace, and harmony I got. I ain't never had this before in my life. Never. It's always been drama and some kind of mess going on, and me ripping and running up behind somebody trying to find out what's going on with them, where they at, what they do. I'm so thankful and grateful. Those children are gone. I miss them. I miss them being little. We used to have fun. I was talking to my youngin yesterday. I was talking to the baby, and we were talking about how much fun we used to have, and all this and that. But all of them are grown, and I thank God they doing fine. They on their own. And now I know my divine purpose. My divine God-given purpose. I used to think it was all about my kids. My life was about them. My life was for them. But my life was for God, honey. I just planted my seed. My seed is here on this earth, so now I got to keep growing. I am a seed, and I'm constantly changing and evolving like a great mountain, like a great tree. I got to keep changing and evolving, and now, like a great mountain, I got to spread and create other great mountains. Let me tell you something. Can you imagine? Just imagine for 1 second, you willing to risk life and limb to take a chance and go someplace and see if you can make a better life. You willing to risk life and limb and everything you got just to go and see if you can take a chance and try to make life better for you and your family. Well, they coming to America, like Neil Diamond said, they coming to America, but one country cannot take on the world. But we as a people can make the world better for every country. And there's a lot of countries chiming in here. And if we all be the change, really, if we all be the change, and I know one thing about the United States gives a lot of foreign aid. And if the people who are over the foreign aid could I ain't saying what they're doing, I don't know. But let me just make a hypothesis. Let me just put something out there. If the people that's over the foreign aid could do better by their countries, the people in these countries will want to stay in their own country. And then we all have some place to go visit, because as they trying to come here, I want to go there. I want to go there and make it better. I want to go there and maybe talk to some folks and understand that the haves, we need to give to the have-nots. We need to help those who are less fortunate than us. We need to sow a seed wherever you see a need. There go your tithes and offerings right there. Because I'm telling you something, the pastor doing all right. The pastor got a nice house. The pastor driving a car better than you got. The pastor don't need your money. The pastor, matter of fact, the pastor can turn that church and help some folks. Use that church and help some folks. Make it a community outreach center. Come in there every day. That's see, a minister's work is the people. That's the ministry. The ministry is the people. It's not about lifting the pastor. I'm a pastor, and I give. I'm gonna tell you something. I drive trucks, and my life is about God. My life is not about material things. I could not care less about the latest nothing. I don't care about none of that. All I care about is God's people. And if anybody I can help, if I can use my life in any kind of way to live and do anything to help you and make your life better, I'm going to do that. And that's exactly what I do. Every dime I make goes into grow. Everything I put in to grow. I have a school in Kenya. I have ministries that are all around the world and growing. The latest one I took on is Pakistan. I have an ambassador in Pakistan, and we working together. He even got his kids involved. His wife is involved. It's beautiful, to help lift. And he want to come to America. That's all he talk about, coming to America. But you know what? I understand that. A lot of people want to come to America, but I want to make it better there. I want to come there. I want to come to Pakistan. That's my land. This land is your land. That land is my land. This land was made for you and me. This was made for you, and that was made for me. I want to go see. I want to go to Pakistan. I want to come and see Germany. I want to come see some places I ain't never seen before that I only heard about and read about. So while we there, I'm here, you there. While we where we are, everywhere. Let's sow love and grow. Let's make a change. Let's make the world better, because they coming to America. Yeah, everybody want to come to America. Everybody do. We all came on different boats, but we all in the same boat. Ain't nobody from here. This is the new world, and it was built up by the backs of my ancestors. It was, and that went the world. They built up the world. 400 years, slave trade, trading slaves all over the world. But we ain't gonna get into that. Immigrants and our ancestors, people of color, and that's all colors. That's not just one color. All colors of the rainbow, all colors of the rainbow of the crayon box. You know, people of color, and that's all colors. We all colors, but we all in the just like in the crayon box. All those colors in one box. Look at that. All the colors can go in one box. And even though we are where we are, we can come together and unite and paint a beautiful picture. Just like all the colors of the rainbow, all the colors of the crayon box can come together and make a beautiful picture. And we make the picture of love. When you look at a rainbow, isn't that something beautiful to see a rainbow in the sky? That's you and me. Because within us is hope, and God is hope. God is love. Understand this, that God is love. I'm not resentful of what I see. I'm not resentful of people wanting to come and have a better life for themselves. That don't make me upset. That makes me happy. I want them to have a better life. But I understand that everybody can't just come here. The whole world can't fit in the United States. So we got to try to make the world better. We got to make the world a better place. We got to make it work in Pakistan. We got to make it work in Yugoslavia. We got to make it work in Haiti. We got to make it work in all these places. So the world can be beautiful today for our tomorrow. Think about what you do it for. What do you do it for? You do it for your tomorrow. You're doing it today for your tomorrow. You look at your children, your nieces and nephews, your grandkids, your kids, your friends, those you love, those you cherish, those you care about. Well, for me, that's the world, because I love and cherish and care about you, and I grow for you. I do this right here for you each and every day. It ain't just a hobby. This is my life, and it's a way of life to do it in the eyes of God each and every day. That spirit that is within you and me. Because I'm going to tell you something, honey. I'm going to tell you something. When I was trapped by that window and I called out for help, I didn't have no other means to free myself. I could, you know what? I had been trying to lift the window off my hand. I had been trying and I couldn't. And I began to call for help. And the man was at the door trying to get in. He was beating on the door, trying to work with the latch to get the latch worked so he could get in to come and free me. I had to free me. When I called out to God, the strength, the power of God that is within me, that spirit, lifted that window with my one free left hand, and I'm right-handed. With my one free left hand, I lifted that window off of me. But I understood something. See, I got my mind's eye open, and I know this. I know this about me, and I know this about my relationship with God. I know what I got to do. I got to totally, completely, because I hadn't quite done it. I had to completely free myself from the world. That's what God was telling me. You still holding on to the world. Now, do you want to hold on to the world? You're going to just hold on to me. And I realized I had to let go. I'm telling you, I had to free myself from the world completely, because stuff like that don't happen to me. But that was a wake-up call. That was letting me know I'm still holding on to the world, and the world's still holding on to me. Now I got to let go. I got a little bitty piece of this world I'm trying to hold on to. You know, not in this, not of this world. I'm just in this world, but I'm still just holding on to a little bit of the world. I had to let it go. And see, what's going on is we have been led by the physical, by the flesh. And now I'm telling you, I want you to listen to me very carefully. I'm telling you, what you have to do from this point on is be led by the Spirit. Be led by the Spirit, because we have been led by the flesh. Now, we shall deny the flesh and be led by the Spirit. Because I'm going to tell you something, that's why I lost my friends. Because I'm not the old me. I'm not Jackie. I'm not doing the things Jackie used to do. Being a part of this, that, and the other. Doing this, doing that. Making other people happy instead of making myself happy. What about God? I got to please God. I ain't worried about pleasing man. I'm pleasing. I'm doing the things to please God. That's what this is for. That's what grow is about. It's about pleasing God. I'm doing the work of the Lord. That's what ministry is. Ministry is for the people. It's about the people. And you got a ministry right there within you to love and lift those around you, to tell them greatness reached over oppression through wisdom. How? Wisdom. Your mind. Using your mind to free yourself from the world. So by the Spirit of God within me and the Spirit of God within you, raise up and be led by the Spirit. Be spiritually fed and spiritually led. Lean not to your own understanding, but let God, allow God, and God is good, and there go good. Do the right thing that's in front of you. Think about this. Don't worry about tomorrow. Don't worry about the calendar. Forget the calendar. See, because our thoughts are not his thoughts, and our ways are not his ways, and our plans are not his plans. For God knows the plans that he has for you, thoughts of good and not of evil, to give you an expected end if you just wait on God. So, just cancel all your plans out, because your plans don't fit with God's plan. God got another plan for you. Just cancel all that out and just do this right here. Do what's in front of you. Do what's in front of you and watch God work it out for you, and watch your dreams come true. Keeper of the dream. Just keep on keeping up with the dream and keep the dream alive. Keep the dream alive to the day you die. It's not about material things. It's not about none of that. It's about love, life, liberty, and a pursuit of happiness right where you are, growing in God. Ain't that wonderful? Greatness reached over oppression through wisdom. And don't claim depression, because when you claim depression, depression claims you. Don't claim anxiety. When you claim anxiety, anxiety claim you. Anxiety ain't got nothing over you. Anxiety ain't over you. Ain't nothing over you. No cigarettes, no alcohol. You ain't got to have that. Just put in your mind, I'm done with it. Willpower is stronger than the cravings. Don't you know that? But see, we suppress our own willpower because we think, well, I need it. I got to have it. No, it's just that you want it. And the cravings are not going to go away. They don't just magically disappear just because you decide you quit drinking or you decide you quit smoking. They don't just magically disappear. But what you do, you just keep growing here. You just keep chasing greatness. Get back on that highway of life. Destination up ahead, greatness. Don't get off the off ramp and get into the world. Keep growing in God. Keep looking ahead. Greatness reached over oppression through wisdom. I love you. I truly do. No, I don't know you, but I love you because God commands me to. And grow is all about you. And you are grow. And God bless you as you do so.